None, absolutely none of us needs an entire introduction to who The Rock is. While a wrestling ring is probably the last place from where an actor might start their career, the ring was indeed the humble beginning for The Rock. It was only after making a mark as a WWE superstar that he decided to become a full-time actor. But potato, all of us knew this already. But what you might not know is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not only famous, but the world's highest paid actor as well. That's right, Dwayne is worth a whopping $400 million. That's a lot of zeros. Of course, we know how his worth shot up over the years. After all, it is Dwayne we are talking about. So what would you do if you were sitting on top of that many millions? What would you spend it on? We were really curious about how Dwayne spends his money, and turns out the list has everything you can imagine: Rolls-Royce supercars, real estate investment, charities, and the pretty obvious, fitness. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we are going to talk about how The Rock spends his money. Maybe it will give you some much-needed ideas that you can toy with when you end up with the millions someday. 1. Property. Real estate is always a great investment, no matter if you have thousands or if you have millions in your pocket. The Rock understands this fact to the core, because you most definitely can't miss the long list of homes he has bought and sold throughout his career. Right this year in early April, Dwayne doled out $27.8 million US for a mansion in Beverly Hills. Not only is the mansion spectacular, it is also huge. The 17,630 square foot home sits on 3.67 acres of land and has 12 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. It also has a tennis court, a pool and spa, a gym, and even a baseball diamond. That is just the tip of the iceberg. His Beverly Hills mansion isn't the only investment he's made in property. In the past, he has bought another huge estate in Powder Springs, Georgia at around $9 million US, a Miami mansion, and another home in Los Angeles' Hidden Hills area, which is quite a popular home destination for a long list of celebrities that include the likes of Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Drake, and Miley Cyrus. 2. $7 production. If you have a company, you need to make sure some of your earnings are going into keeping it afloat. But Dwayne doesn't focus on just keeping things afloat, he tries to make it even better. In 2012, Johnson co-founded his own production company, $7 Productions, with his ex-wife Dany Garcia. In fact, the name of the company was inspired by the time when The Rock had only $7 in his pocket after being cut from the team in his first season in the Canadian Football League in 1995. So, you were saying you haven't heard of $7 Production before? But hey, you have definitely heard of Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, and Jungle Cruise, right? Well, these are just a few names out of the large portfolio that this company now holds. Needless to say, Dwayne puts in a decent amount of money and effort to make this happen. 3. An exotic car collection. Like most millionaires, Dwayne Johnson loves his wheels. Car enthusiasts from any corner of the world would drool over The Rock's covetable luxury car collection, which includes a Rolls-Royce Wraith worth $330,000 US and a completely customized Ford F-150 truck. However, there's one that would turn your head, and let's not forget the fact that it costs a fortune: a rare Pagani Huayra. You would find only 100 of these around the world, and Dwayne has one, a piece that cost him an unbelievable $1.3 million. This car is spectacularly fast as well. It can race from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.6 seconds. 4. Himself. Not to sound selfish, but you really want to tell us that if you had millions in your bag, you wouldn't spend it on yourself? If you do, you are a really bad liar. Considering the fact that Dwayne is an actor and people worship him for the Greek god body he has spent years making, it is obvious that the man needs to spend on himself. And how exactly does he do that? Anyone who takes one look at Dwayne Johnson can tell that he clocks plenty of hours working out at the gym, and he certainly does this every single day. He doesn't, however, like to work out with others. The Rock has turned part of his backyard into his own private workout space and calls this area his Iron Paradise. As anyone can expect, it is stocked with the best gym equipment possible. On top of his physique, Dwayne also doesn't miss out on his clear, glowing skin that would make anyone jealous. It is presumed that part of his regime is the La Mer cream, and this is about $300 a piece. Like most other celebrities, Dwayne also loves inking his body. He has tats covering his massive body, but each of them has a significant meaning. His left arm and chest have Polynesian tribal prints, which symbolized his Samoan roots. The famous and talented artist Nico Hurtado did Johnson's most recent work, for which he was paid over $200 an hour. Here's another tidbit for you. The man also loves to spend on fragrances. And he doesn't do it randomly. Instead, he buys multiple different ones. When preparing for particular parts, he thinks about what fragrance the character might choose. After finding the perfect match for his role, he wears it on set. And combine that with his sharpest looks, rocking the red carpet in fancy suits and sparing no expense when it comes to looking as great as he possibly can, Dwayne doesn't miss out on keeping himself perfect from head to toe. 5. And his fans. But all this being said, Dwayne Johnson also spends on his fans. The Rock is not only popular for his movies, he is popular because he is known to be extremely generous and for having fun with his fans. Johnson knows that his fans are responsible for the megastar he is today, and he loves to give back to them. He has become an ordained minister to perform surprise wedding ceremonies and arrange for some fans and their friends to see his movies plenty of times in theaters, also paying for their snacks, obviously. The Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, an organization he built, is aimed at helping underprivileged people, improve and support many children's lives, and also encourage their fitness goals. 6. Last but not least, his lucky socks. Wait, what are lucky socks? One thing that The Rock is unable to step out of the house without is these, his pair of lucky socks. We all know that he is a huge Star Wars fan because he isn't afraid to show it. The actor has told fans that any time he has a big occasion, he will definitely be sporting these socks. Johnson has also said in several interviews that he actually has multiple pairs of the same Star Wars socks. In fact, he estimates that he has about 5 pairs of these Lucky Charms. As you must have understood by now, he does spend a lot on more extravagant items, but these are ones that the average person might find expensive as well. He is, after all, The Rock, a man who has gone from only $7 in his wallet to the highest paid actor in the world. And these are just a few of the things he spends his money on. The actor even has splurged on a private jet and offices around the world, thanks to the numerous shooting locations he has to travel to. He may be exceeding beyond his wildest dreams career-wise, but he is far from done. We're sure that there is much more to come of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and all that he earns, he definitely does put it all to good use, doesn't he? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, if you loved the video, make sure to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. We will be back very soon.